All right, one test and we're going. All right, one test and we're going. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Impact Racing League on SPRN. How's everybody doing today? First time seeing this league on SPRN, so it should be a good run today. Got a bunch of new faces going to be seeing tonight. It is going to be Alex Trulli on the pole with Travis Strozny in second. Jesse Vaughn third, Stanley Thomas fourth, Eric Wolf fifth, Josh Cole sixth, Kevin Frey seventh, Ian Ogden eighth. It's going to be John Leader ninth and Christopher Holgleis in 10th. Going down the rest of the order, we're going to have 26 cars starting today's race. The splits are they don't work apparently. All right, we know what doesn't work. Well, we got 153 laps today at Nashville. I think we're going to have to turn down the audio just a little bit. It is a little loud. So we'll get that taken care of. 26 of their best. About to get it on at Nashville. Here we go. Good start for Trulli. Now, this track is a track that you either love it or you hate it. I've experienced this quite a bit in my time of racing this track and seeing this track get raced. Typically, the way we see this track run is it typically is a bottom feeder track. You kind of see the line that Trulli is running right now. You kind of run it low, then flow it back out to the wall, cut down in the middle, and then flow it back out to the wall in the front straightaway. You don't want to be on that yellow line. You just want to be just above it in the cup car. But it leads to a track that can be difficult to pass, but if you can get the run, it's a track that the inside is going to be pretty decent on the start of the race. But once you get further into the race, the high side can actually sometimes be better because you can't get that drive off the corner. Got a couple high movers already. Josh and his number 9 car already up 3 spots on the 13th. Flying down low, just picking people off left and right. Going to get just a fender under Mike. No number Mike there. And gets 4 spots gained. He's now up to 12th spot. Nearly 3 wide for the 87 and 48. Got the 99 of Jeffrey Goodpaster. Going to be under him. Under Jamie Stevens. Going to be followed right along with the 88 car in tow, Andrew Allen. We're going to go on board with, we'll go on board with Eric Wolf. Trying to make a pass on the high side. See what we're kind of seeing here on this track. This track can be a little bit deceiving in a few ways. The first thing is concrete. Concrete's in a wear. It's not going to have as much grip as your typical asphalt track. And the also thing is, it's a pretty flat track for the kind of design it is. It's a shade under 1.5 miles. It's a 1.33 mile track. But the banking is not a lot. So kind of just got to work what you got. Kind of drives in interesting ways, you can say. You can compare it to a lot of tracks. Maybe like Old Homestead, where it didn't have the banking before. Maybe you could compare it to Gateway with how the corners are. It's really a unique track in itself. But Eric Wolf still struggling to get around Ian Ogden. I mean, Ian knows what to do. He knows that he needs to defend the bottom. That's what he's doing. Just not sure if he's going to be able to really make that move up on the top. Getting to that point in the run where the tires are starting to warm up a bit. You can pinch a guy lower down. He's not going to be able to run off the corner as much. Ooh, he's really firing in there. Gets him a little bit uncomfortable. Gets right past. But Colin Garrett, he's up already to 13th spot in his number 69 car. Going to get split 3 wide down the front straightaway. I don't know if this is going to work out. Ooh, the 48's going to go into the wall. Over in a little deep, and 48 just an innocent victim of that 3 wide right there. Falls back. And Joe Tardif, yeah, I mean, these cars, they can take a little bit of a beating. You know, a hit like that in the old car definitely wouldn't have done you a lot of good. But these things, they can at least take a little bit of a beating. You just don't want to hurt the underside of the car. That is what will hurt you. By the way, guys, if, I know we have a lot of new viewers in here, make sure you check out the channel points because you can redeem those as you earn them to, like, say, ride with your favorite driver, have some fun. You know, so if there's a certain driver you like, you know, just say, hey, well, I want to ride with this guy, and you know, we'll ride with him. Yeah, so with this being said, by the way, we're going to have to make a pit stop most likely under green in both stages. This one for sure. Next stage, maybe not. With only 45% fuel, you can't really take these cars too long on a run. So this will actually benefit any kind of driver who really does run hard. Because you got to get the most out of your tires in 30 laps. Now, granted, you might want to save a little at least. Because these tires, they do wear out quicker on concrete, but with these next gen cars, they do manage to at least keep life a little bit longer, you could say, than the old Cup car. They take a good amount of time to warm up, so it really has gotten strategy interesting in a lot of leagues in the last few years, where the tire takes a long time to warm up. And when that happens, sometimes old tires can actually be better in certain cases with how many laps you got to go or how many laps you put on the tire. Now, in the end, you know, fresh tires will always beat new tires given enough time. But, you know, depending on what you got left, will depend on it. Just looking on the Discord chat really quick. I saw Devon type something. Thank you, Devon. Thank you. I know, you know, getting a fresh new broadcaster mid-season, you know, we'll get all the drivers, the names learnt, get everything all good and hunky-dory. Got one car down pit road, Devin Johnson. I think he may have blinked out, perhaps, or something may have happened. I think he may have lost connection. Not too sure what happened to him. He said he was down pit road. There he is again. He's down pit road. So must have had some sort of issue. So gonna try to split the stage in half, then jack it up. Probably put on 4 tires, and send it back out there. Just trying to grab my info sheet here really fast. I think he's having connection problems. As I believe we just got to make sure the amount of tire sets that they're going to have. I believe it's 4, but I'm not completely sure. Yeah, if you're looking to split the stage, now would be a good time to do it. But, you know, obviously the negative to that is, of course, caution comes out. You're going to be a lap down. It's just what's going to happen on a track like this. Take a look at the best lap times right now. So, in about 20 laps of what we run so far, we're running best laps for the fast guys around 29.8. So far, the fall off hasn't even been that bad. It's only been about half a second over the course of 20 laps on a concrete track. Not that bad. So, with the short stints that we're going to be seeing tonight, you can maybe expect another 10th or 2 probably to fall off. He's going to be pushing this car hard pretty much all the way through. Andrew Allen and Colin Garrett still the top leaders in movers right now. Gets around the 24, gets around Preveet. Gets his Toyota up to 12. Way wide entry for the 24. I don't know if he's going to be able to hang on to that. The 48 got a good run. I mean, I don't even think the run on the outside is really going to save him. And he's not even really able to get that much far of a run. And he's going to get right on by. Easy, not even a challenge for the 48. Top 7 gets stage points, and pits close with 2 laps to go. Colin Garrett, is he coming down pit road? No, he's not. He's blinking. Thought he's coming down for just a second. I mean, it's been smooth sailing for Tilly, though. You know, let's take a lap on board with him, see what he's doing here. You can hear those tires are screaming right now. Listen. And he's not turning the wheel much either. So what this is telling me is he's running a very high number in the pinion. I would say that'd have to be a 287 or 3.15. Now, the last time I drove this track, it was really squirrely, the setup. But you know, that was over 2 years ago. Last time I drove this track with this car. It looks like right now this car is feeling very connected to him. You know, he's putting on decent amounts of throttle in the corners. The car's not really moving around. And he's just letting it off, getting to the center of the corner, but putting it back on the gas. But considering that he's able to abuse those tires and still run away, I mean, it's probably what everyone is doing. No need to really save here. Couple cars 1 lap down. Chris Lawrence down pit road. He pits from about 20th. And so is Ian Ogden. Ooh, he spun out entering pit road. Get turned around. Don't wreck anybody. Let's take a little bit of a rewind. Just see what happened there for him. Yeah, this looks like the transition just caught him out a little bit. Yeah, it didn't work well for him, but, swung it around and everyone was fine. So Tardif and Revit, they're also down the pit lane. Philly still leads, and now he's going to come down. He's led every lap so far today, and looks like Jesse Vaughn is going to lead his first lap of the day. A lot of the leaders are down pit road. Get that bonus point for leading the lap. Why not? Go for it. Wonder if Tilly's taking tires here. Number one pit stall really is not an advantage at this track. It's just going to be, that looks like fuel only for the 17 car. Couple of cars getting tires. They're not going to really be able to make up the difference with the amount of time that we have left on a set of tires. Yeah, T-Stro, first time chat. Thank you. Let's go 14. Hey, how about that? Paul Jr. still staying out there. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to go all the way. I wonder if he's clutch. He's staying in fourth. He's going really slow in the corners. Now, if I was trying to save fuel, I'd be really pushing it in the fifth. That's what I'd be doing, at least. I'm seeing the Discord chat, guys. Don't forget to talk in the Twitch chat. But, happy to see what you guys have to say. Frey down pit road. And Miller as well. So, yeah, I'm thinking that Paul Jr., he might be thinking of staying out there. There's only a couple of cars that have not pitted so far. As Mike Miller points out. Yeah, it looks like the only guy who has not pitted so far is the 42. And I think pit road closes this time by, so he's trying to make it on fuel. And that is going to mess a lot of people up if he manages to get around and get to the end of the stage without running out of fuel. Yeah, everyone has pitted. I believe the only other two that haven't are Goodpacer and Wiley. And, being as far back as they were, it's going to do them a lot of good. Junior down pit road, and this is his last opportunity to come down pit road. So he is going to give up the lead a few laps, and you can probably lap a set of tires on there and start up front near the start of the next stage. Wondering if it's going to be the same deal, or Goodpacer and Wiley going to be able to make it on fuel. And I would say that's a much more logical option, considering how far back they were. They were probably saving a whole lot more fuel, and you can hear their engine cutting out, so they're obviously clutching it. So there's a Goodpacer, Michael Wiley right behind him, in the Castrol and Hawaiian Ford Mustangs. And Tilly, quite easily, going to win stage one. Just waiting for the caution to come out. I think the caution's going to come out next lap. He is slowing down, so. Yep, that's the SDK going. I don't want to work. There we go. Caution's out. For the 0th time. All right, Tilly's the winner. Good Pacer, Wiley, Cole, Wolf, Bray, and Vaughn. Top 7. As the pace car is going to pick them up. You know, one thing I did notice. Well, I was going to mention it, but I forgot to. Look how overcast the track is, and then that's going to be really helpful, especially on a concrete track, which already doesn't have grip to begin with. Not going to have as much heat on the track. Going to be leaning better grip on a track that's pretty hard to grip on anyway. So looks like everyone top 18 gonna be okay with being on the lead lap. I think everyone else is gonna take a wave around. A good pacer gonna come down. And yeah, the two obvious winners of this stage are Wiley and Good Pacer, without a doubt. And it looks like Good Pacer ran out of fuel almost as he came in. A couple of cars stay out that are on the lead lap, Vaughn, Ogden, and Garrett. It looks like, I think Tilly should be able to come out just fine. Yeah, he'll come out 5th on pit road. And here they come out after him. All right, first caution of the day. We'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. All right. Back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Caution about to be over. I adjusted the audio a little bit because it sounded like just a ton of wind going on. So, might need to make a slight adjustment. I think something got messed up with my audio settings, but I think we'll be alright. Just a little bit quiet under pacing. That's all that matters. Alright, Jess Vaughn gonna lead them down. We're gonna be going to lap 70 for stage 2. Here we go. Getting up to speed, and yeah, I think we might need to turn the audio up just a tad. Yeah, we'll get that turned up just a tad for y'all. Sounds a little bit too low. I think we can probably go up a little higher. Because I noticed I had the engine sounds down, and didn't want that to be just overpoweringly deafening. I think we're all right now. Yeah, Tilly's gonna have to work through traffic on even stuff for the first time of this race. But at the rate that he was leaving people, I don't know, he might just be able to hang on quite well and just get past them and zoom on by. One thing you got to keep in mind with these cars too is that there's a little bit of aero push in it. It's not too bad, but you don't want to just be, sitting in someone's wake. It's not really the best idea. 3 wide down the front straightaway, and well, that's a 9 car backing out of it. That's Josh Previtt. Falls back all the way to 11th. Probably lost about 5 spots with that little hiccup. 2 cars though, flying away from Alex. Now Alex has made his way to 3rd. Looks like Colin Garrett's having some problems. He's blinking like crazy. Hang in there, hang in there, Colin. Don't blink out on us. Now, with this race, race 8 of the season, these guys are going to be probably starting to get a little bit more aggressive when it comes to, where it depends on where you are in the standings. It depends on, what you need. If you're in a decent lead, you can just probably, just run your way, do what you want. But if you're in someone that's in need of a win, if you're someone that is in need of points, I think the old saying, give and take can be said a lot. Well, as the season progresses, I would say that there's a lot less give and a lot more take. Philly's still struggling really to catch up to Ogden and Vaughn. Kind of just hanging around that 1 second mark. Hasn't been able to catch up that much. Josh Cole and Colin Garrett side by side for 4th. Cole going to get around Garrett. Andrew Allen's going to try the high side on the 9. Somebody pushing tight goes the 9. But so does the 88, and I think that's going to be the 9 getting right through the 88. 24 of Dominic Previtt. He's going to back out. In that cat car, Andrew Allen up 14 spots. Doing a good job for Andrew tonight. Good looking car too, I gotta say. Oh wait, I got the camera confused. Whoopsie. Or did I? I don't know. Let's go on board with Jess Vaughn here. Looks like he's just kind of struggling to really get around him. I don't know. I can't tell if he's like backing off of him. Surprised he's not even really. I guess he is getting in the 5th. But he just looks like he's just kind of trying to pester him a little bit. Not sure if he's really able to make a pass right now. Because if you do get side by side, I mean, Tilly's catching up pretty fast too. And I think he really does need to get on the money now, because that body armor 17 is probably the best car out there right now. And I think a lot of guys are going to be taking notes too. But I think also a lot of guys are going to be able to make it compared to the last stage with the shortened amount of laps due to the caution flag. And 84 leaves the door open. Billy gonna go under it, sneak through the door, and close it right back up. Gonna get himself in the second. The 84 could probably push him down a little bit more. Compromise his exit a little bit. He's giving him a lot of room. So you're not really able to compromise his exit as much as you want to. Making it real easy to get the pass done on the bottom. I mean, the bottom is the best line to begin with. So you don't want to make the best line even easier to use. Make him work for it. Two by two, 19 in the 11. That's a good hooking scheme on the 11. I like that. What is that? North Minnesota Lottery? Huh. How about that? Looks pretty good. But what doesn't look good to him is that Alabama car right below him. Christopher Puglice, he's gotten right under him and gonna try to cross him over, but just not enough room to do it. Door is shut. Battle for the lead, and Chili gonna go on the apron. I think he got this. I think he has this one. He's gonna put him right under like he's done a lot of times before. Side by side down the back straightaway, and I think, yeah, he's going to leave a little less room than the 84 did. But I don't know if Ogden's going to be able to hang on. Gets a little bit of a better run. But he's just able to gain so much in the corners. Still he is. He's defending well, Ogden. He's doing what he needs to do, which is really compromise his exit. He's going to get a better entrance than you pretty much no matter what, but you want to compromise the guy's exit, so you can't get those good exits. Got a little loose off the corner too, and he's going to fall back to fourth. Cole and Vaughn go right on by. Josh Cole going to complete the pass on Vaughn too, so maybe he'll get the shot at the lead from Ian Ogden. All right. Got a couple cars coming down pit road this time. Who do we got? Ian Ogden going to give up the lead to Josh Cole. And, Chris had a bad pit road entrance. Looks like this pit road has been catching a few people off guard today, it looks like. Didn't look as bad as before. And guys are having a little bit of trouble blinking. I don't know, guys. Have you had a little bit of trouble in the update recently? Had a little bit more blinking happening recently. But it's probably something that'll get patched up with the new patch. So Ian Ogden coming out of pit road, lap down, along with Miller and Strozhny, Fennell and Garrett. Still got 10 laps to go in the stage. And Cole does not defend like Ogden did until he's easily able to pass him around. Jesse Vaughn down pit road as well as Stevens. Jesse Vaughn running quite well today so far. And blinking in pit road. Going to take 4 tires. And in a few laps, we'll be able to get the information about, how long people's pit stops were. For about, in the single digits, you can probably assume that they either took rights or fuel only. Anything over 10 seconds, most likely, That and 4 tires. But the way that one car is slowing down on the track, by the way. Couldn't tell who that was. Who is that? I think he's running out of gas, or something's wrong with the car. Yeah, that's Daniel Gray. Really slow. I think there's some sort of problem on the 27. He is a lap down. He was running really slow down the back straightaway, so I'm not quite sure what was wrong with that car. We got T-Stro. Stroney. Stroney, huh? Alright. Thank you very much, Tony. Or Travis. I don't know why I called you Tony. Thank you, Travis. Alright, 5 laps to go on the stage. Still no sign of a few cars coming down pit road. Stroney is the first car 1 lap down. Wiley and good pacer. Seems like they're still on their fuel saving run, even though that probably don't need to on this stage. I think it would be a risk, though, to pit 4 tires at this point, even as the leader. You know, it's probably going to just want to win the stage, collect the points, and then do it under caution. They have 1 more lap to do it if they want to come down pit road. I mean, the time lost on pit road, he's going to go a lap down. So probably the best bet is just to stay out at this point. You get no benefit for taking fuel. So I'm kind of struggling to figure out why some of these guys pitted. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Unless they had to, because they had no fuel. But a lot of these cars are going to have to take the wave around. I mean, they can't possibly, rely on the lucky dog. It's been a clean race other than the stages. So you can't really rely on that. You got to kind of work with what you're given. One lap to go. Stroney gonna get around the Alabama machine. And Dilly gonna win stage number 2. Then Cole, Frey, Paul Jr., Previtt, Lager, and Thomas. The top 7 for this time around. There it is. Now the caution flag is out. Oh, and by the way, yeah, we found the tire set mystery. You get 5 sets of tires, so they're gonna have a lot of work to work with these remaining laps. So we got about 80 to go. Out to hit halfway. Probably hit it halfway just after the caution flag. But, what's important is that a lot of these guys, top 11, are going to be in a much better position than any of these other guys who are having to stay out now to, pretty much pay for their early pit stop. I'm sure a few of them will come down pit road, but I wouldn't be able to, wouldn't say it would be a wise decision. You don't really want to be fighting for a lucky dog when you know there isn't another guaranteed caution left, and considering that the race has been clean the whole way, I would say it's just not something that you can rely on. You don't want to be stuck in a bad spot. So, Tilly will win the race off pit road. Cole second, Frey third, Thomas, Private Lager, Tardif. Now I'll get out there. A few cars may come down pit road. I'm not too sure. Ogden is the leader of the lappers and is going to come down pit road. Oh, looks like Mike ran out of fuel, perhaps. Uh-oh. About, half takers, half not takers. I would say maybe about 80% are going down pit road. All right, well, while the lap cars do their pit stops, we're going to take a break on Southern Broadcast Race Network. Back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Tilly has got his lead back. We're going to be hitting halfway in just a couple of laps. Only 2 caution flags tonight. We're going to be on lap 75 of 153. Race car down pit road. Here we go. Tilly, good start. And she's immediately going to clear. No one really fighting along with him. This is a racetrack where you just got to make use of the starts. It being so hard to pass here, and you really got to wait for a guy to either slide up or you got to get a good run on. Ooh, man, the 48. Really slow. Not sure what caused that there. He was really slow coming out of turn 4. And my suspicion is he probably got loose. And this passed him right on by. One car also really far down the apron. Out the 20th to 15th position. 14 cars are on the lead lap, so very few decided to pit. Well, actually decided to not pit. A lot of guys are banking here for a lucky dog, and I just can't agree with that decision. It does not seem like a wise decision, considering how the race has transpired so far. I mean, granted, the guys who pitted or did not pit, they're on the lead lap, but they're on older stuff. So yeah, they're going to get ran away from faster. They have to go on an alternate pit strategy, but one caution comes out, they're perfect. They can do whatever they need to then, and they have enough tire sets to burn. And I think that most people still have 2 or 3 sets left, most likely. Good pacer. Thought about 3 wide. Probably not a good idea with a car trailing up like that. Nashville's a track where you can see a lot of long runs develop. A lot of kind of following the snake. Follow the leader. Kind of a symptom of a one-line racetrack. I mean, it's not like a singular one-groove racetrack where it's like one groove and that's it. It's more like a 1.5 groove racetrack. You can play around with it a little bit, but you're not going to run really any faster on really a groove that's much higher than what Tilly's running right now. So you can put it about a half a car length above that yellow line. You know, watch Tilly again as he comes into 3 and 4. You know, gets a nice arc, just trying to get it in the apex and then let the car flow back out. Probably don't really even want to be that close down the yellow line too. Doesn't really seem to help anybody. Even watching people behind them, they're just trying to step out a little bit, trying to get air, you know, off their nose, trying to get clean air, so they're not aero pushing. So, while there are multiple grooves on the track that are viable, they're not equal. Not by a long shot. You can see a lot of passing being done on the bottom. You don't see typically many passes on the top. Typically, you'll see a lot of people defend from the top when they're getting their nose kind of pointed under them. It can be kind of hard to defend that bottom on the exit. But, you know, the way that you defend on this track is you gotta get down there on your second line, and you want to hamper the guy's corner exit as much as possible. That's going to be the best way to defend against a pass. But you can even see, like here, let's go on board with Kevin. See what he's seeing. So, you can see that the 17, you know, Arkinen and Frey's obviously high right now because the 9 is putting it under his nose. You know, we'll go to the 9 because he's most likely going to pass Kevin. You know, Kevin gets the good run, but the 9's going to get the corner entry, and pretty much that. Kevin Frey might have a chance to put his nose back under there, but no, he won't. Yeah, now the 9's able to do what he wants to. Run on a slightly lower line, and that's what he has to do. You just want a part of your nose, at least, it's out of that wind. '17 taking a much deeper entrance, too, than Josh. Looks like the 17's turning in a little bit later. But hey, I mean, if it works for him, it works for him, because it is working for him quite well. What? I think Josh, I mean, he's doing the best he can right now with what he has. I mean, Alex, he's running his good race. He's really keeping it going, not really making any mistakes. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait for one mistake. Maybe you can get lucky. Got the 24 and the 48 battling side by side. Oh man, a little bit of a wiggle there. Looked like the 21 was thinking about it too. Ogden was. Ogden is a lap down, however. Shame because he's a pretty fast car under him. 3 wide goes the 21 on the outside. And now it's going to really, oh man. 21 bumped the 24 a little bit, and I don't think he's going to appreciate that much, especially coming from a lap car. I mean, granted, the lap car is fighting to get his way back on the lead lap. He has to pass a couple more cars, you know, Johnson, Wolf, and Stroney. Can't be too mad about it. You know, he has to do what he has to do. But it does suck to lose a couple positions like that. You know. So who is doing it the hard way right now? Well, it is Travis. In his Caterpillar car, started second in the race, and not putting the results in what he would wanted from second right now, I would bet. Running decent lap times. Well, let's see what he's running right now. So last lap time, he's running what? 30:14. That's right up there with the leaders. Right now, the fastest car is Kevin Frey. But, a 14, I mean, that's only a half a tenth off of the leader. And he's in traffic, too. Going faster than Wolf as well, so he's going to put himself in a good position to be a lucky dog if he can. But I mean, the way this race is going, I mean, we're about to be 100 laps in. Only 2 cautions, and they're both stage cautions. But Tilly, I mean, the one thing I'm noticing about him is he's not able to really run away like he was in that first stage. Ooh, man, one car really slowed down in the apron. Wonder what's wrong with him. Oh, I'm wondering. Let's listen to his tires again. Seems like he's being a little bit more gentle. One more time. The tires are not as ear-piercingly loud, so it's telling me that he's probably being more gentle in the car than he was earlier. Colin Garrett down pit road, as well as Jamie Stevens and Terry Fenwell. Release down pit road as well. Going to be jacking up 4 tires, and still no leaders have come down pit road. And, doing the math in my head, just thinking about it, we got back to green probably around, I believe it was 73, 74. So, I would say on the just running normal end, you can probably run about 28 to 30 laps on a tank of fuel. So if we take that to say 70, let's say we go back down to 73, we can probably run to like 102, and then you can probably split that one in half. Maybe run to 120 something, 127. And then run to 153. So we still got a good amount of pit stops left. They're going to be coming down pit road at least one more time after this time by. And a caution has come out. Not sure why. We're investigating the cause of the caution real fast. You found the culprit. is the 21. Got a little bit loose. Hit the apron, locked it down. Fortunately for him, no one took him with. That's going to be our first caution for the cause of the day. And if you're someone that was someone that took a wave around, you're feeling pretty happy right now. You know, you're going to be even with the leaders now. And you'll probably be able to do this on one more stop. You'll definitely be able to do this on one more stop. You're only going to have to pit one more time. So, you know, we're going to 98. Yeah, I mean, it'll be closer. But, yeah, you'll totally be able to do it on one more stop. So, everybody on the lead lap is happy. If you're not on the lead lap, probably not. First time chat, Josh. Let's go previous racing. Mountain Dew looks good. T-Stro. Our way's the only way. Thank you for the chat, Eric, as well. Thank you, Devon, for the sub. All right, down pit road they go. I believe that Stoney's going to be pretty happy. Not Stoney. Tilly's going to be pretty happy as well because he had to fight his way through a little bit. Well, fight someone that was crawling up his rear. So, get some freshies on that. He seems to be doing better on his tires than he was earlier. Kevin Frey, I tell you, he's looking good. I think you got to watch out for Kevin. And it's Josh, Pivot, and Cole. Stanley Thomas, Josh, Cardiff, Pivot, Junior, and Good Baster. So a bunch of cars have regained their lap back, but they're going to need to pit. Well, I guess that works out for Ogden. You know, he messes up. He's not going to be on the best strategy, but he will get his lap back. And I'm trying to figure out who is in front of him. I think it is a car that is a lap down. It is Christopher Pugliese. So Ian Ogden, the only guy that's going to take advantage of the wave around. I think there's a couple other guys that might. Doesn't look like it. 12 is going to go around, and so will the 87. But they are still multiple laps down. We'll be right back. It's on the Broadcast Race Network.
First thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.
Back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. You're ready to go back to green, Tilly. Then the dominant guy today. Led a lot of laps. He's definitely going to lead the most of the night, for sure. Here we go. Just over 50 laps to go in Nashville. Good start by Tilly. And he got what he wants, too. It's going to be Cole and Privett side by side to start. The 9 going to rocket through the top, though. Easily going to get back into second place. Josh Cole, I don't know, though. He had to check up a bit. Now it's fighting time. 9 will clear. 43. 43 going to go down low. And they're getting oh, the 99 around. Caution is going to be out again. Looks like a couple cars. Ooh. Yeah, the one got in there with damage too. Let's find the 99 out there. That was good pacer. Got loose. Was 3 wide. It was taking a really shallow exit off that corner. And, yeah, just slowed up the track. Nothing he could do. Gets crammed by the 54 and sent him through the grass. Mike Miller caught in it too. Lost a fender. 11 in that. Seems okay. But definitely a couple drivers going to be adversely affected through that. Really going to pick up the pace car. Well, I'll tell you who this does work out for, though. Ian Ogden. Was, just spun out. Took the wave around, got his lap back. Guess what? He's going to be able to pit now for tires. He's going to be in a good spot. And it looks like Eric Wolf will be lucky dog. Doubt anyone will come down pit road this time. And we're going to be at 50 laps to go this time around. Ogden and the 99 going to be down pit road. Unfortunately for these guys, no one else is going to be able to get a wave, though. A good placer has a lot of damage on that right side. He got hit really hard, so he's looking like he's probably going to go a lap down. And he ain't moving, so yeah, he's going to go a lap down. Was a decent run from tonight. Was, working well on the strategy. And unfortunately for him, got the worst of it. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. So he'll stay on the lead lap, albeit barely. A couple more cars coming down pit road. Mike Miller, Andrew Allen, Chris Lawrence, Dave Maryberry. I think he has a reset, so yep, he does. Mike Miller will get the reset, so completely out of this race yet. However, still a lap down, unfortunately. I think we should be getting 2 to green this time by. Looking at the drivers, I gotta say, a good amount of drivers have moved their way through the field quite well. Josh Pevitt, Dominic, and Wiley, Michael Wiley. The 2 brothers and Wiley both doing a real good job at cutting their way through traffic and making their way up to the front. Up 14, 13, and 18 spots they are. They're running a good run tonight. I tell you, Ian Ogden though, he's got to be the luckiest guy. Now, spins himself, right, and then gets the wave, and then a caution comes out less than a lap later. He's the luckiest guy right now, I'll tell you that. Luckily for Jeffrey, he's still out there right now. I don't know if he used a reset or not. Didn't really get a chance to see the right side of the car. All right, time to get back to green. It's going to be just under 50 laps to go at the line. Let's ride with Josh Cook as we get back to green. Or Josh Cole as we get back to green. Gonna be a pretty good restart there for Cole. Yeah, he's clear. He's cleared Previtt. So the 2 Joshes, 2 and 3. Cole in his 43. Been running a good run all day long. Just has not been able to really sniff that front of the pack. Now, the one thing I've been wondering, is Tilly downshifting? Yes, he is. Okay. One of those tracks where you almost have to pretty much downshift. There's not much really that you can do to stay in 5th. I mean, yeah, it can help conserve your tires if you do stay up there like that. One car into the wall way back there. It's a purple car. Can't really tell who that is back there. It is a 00 car. That's Terry Fennell. And struggling down the front straightaway. I'm wondering if he damaged that car in a way. I think he might have. And not been a good day for him. Started near the rear and 23rd, many laps down. 3 wide down the back straightaway. And around the outside goes to 24. Easy. 2 cars passed. How about that? You don't get a chance to do that too much. 92. Oh, man. Gave the 21 a scare as he almost crammed the wall. Saved himself from going there. And there it goes. The 84. He thought he had it easy. Not quite, though. Gonna have to fight on the outside. Vaughn will. And not gonna be able to get around the 21. And gonna get passed back by the 92 as well. And so close to clearing them. So close. Yeah, that's what happens if you can't make the passes or if you get stuck on the outside. You know, you just get freight trained on the bottom. It's kind of like Martinsville almost. Yeah, shout out to the league members. I'm seeing the chat in the Discord. Yeah, glad you guys are enjoying it. Really happy to see it. Tony Kiv in the chat. Let's go full send. Thank you, Tony. Nice to see you in here, buddy. It's been the Alex Tilley show today, though. 113 and 153, just 40 laps to go. Coming up. I'm gonna have one more pit stop left to go. Would not be surprised if they just split it in half. Would probably make the most sense. My question is, what is the difference going to be, between maybe pitting short or pitting long? The fall off isn't too bad. So I don't know. It's a tough one because you're running 25 laps. The fall off isn't going to be crazy. We saw over the course of 20 laps, they only really fell off about half a second. So does it make sense to pit early? Does it make sense to pit late? If the fall off is that little? If you're a crew chief, I mean, it's a tough decision to make. I mean, the nice thing about Alex is that he does have that buffer where, even if they do pit and he gets an exactly similar pit stop, he'll probably still come out in the lead and have a lap fresher tires. Negative of that, though, is it does take a second for these tires to warm up, so you're still going to be slower than the guy for a couple laps at least. But, once you get the things picked up, once you get them warm, that's when they start getting good. John Ledger. Haven't seen much of him today. Up in the second, got around 9. And he's going to be looking to get him right back. Stays way far outside, and yeah, like I said, he needs to get down there and pinch him more. I don't want to cause a wreck, but you got to compromise the exit. Because now what's going to happen is you got a big train of people behind you. They're going to do the same thing to you. Unless you can really get in there and slot in, and you can't. This is probably going to be your last chance. And he's just going to be way too high for what he needs to do. And somehow he's still managing to stay side by side with the 9, which is honestly surprising to me. But he doesn't really want to be side by side with the 9. He needs to pass him. He needs to prevent that pass from being made. Because then he's going to be in the dirty air of the 9 too. Yep, there he goes, pass made. And well, now Kevin Frey's going to have his go at it. Tap of the wall, and if I'm the 19, I'm taking taking my loss, and I'm going to go down low right now, and he's still going to fight him back. Ogden gives a little bump to the 14, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Again, Ogden going to get around the 14, but now going to have to get around that 43-2. He does. Clear, goes to 21 off the 5th. Little tap of the wall by Frey. All right, though. Got a first-time chatter. Got here late. Will the race be saved as a VOD? Yeah, it'll be uploaded to YouTube. It'll just be Southern Broadcast Race Network. Pretty much the same handle as on here. I believe there's a link on the Twitch. Let me look real fast. Yeah, they're in the About section here. If you look in the About section, or YouTube, we'll be right there. So you'll be able to see this thing get saved as well. Yeah. On the keyboard, hello there. Nice to see you. the Signature Sports reign with a party of 3. Well, thank you very much, Signature Sports. Got just under, well, actually just over 30 laps to go in this race. It's getting to that point where it's kind of getting spread out. And if I'm, well, if I'm Alex right here, I'm very, very happy because, you know, I don't want to caution. I know I'm the fastest car on track right now. And he's getting out to a really decent lead, too. I mean, look at the tower right now. We got a 2.2 second gap. Now, only 13 on the lead lap. Everyone's just pretty much gotten straightened out so far. But pit stop's probably going to be starting in the next couple laps. My question is, who bites first? And I'll tell you the person who doesn't need to, and that's silly. You can stay out for an extra lap or two if he really wants to. I mean, he's just not going to gain enough time back. Yeah, Tilly right now, 30.14 last time by. Like I said, you know, his best lap time. That is glitched. Yeah, it was like probably about 29.8. So yeah, we haven't even reached 0.4 of fall off yet. So, you know, it's a tough decision because the fall off isn't that bad. You're not going to gain a lot by pitting long. And even if you do pit short, you know what, you may gain 0.4 to maybe a second if you're lucky with an even pit stop. So with 25 laps to go, you can expect the tires to fall off about 0.4. But the question is, you know, the fall off from lap to lap, you know, is it going to give you more benefit or is it going to give you more hurt? You know, I'm actually going to do a little calculation here. It's one I think might make some sense. As a couple of people come down pit road, Dominic, you know what? Let's see an actual pit stop. How about that? Here the crew comes down pit road. Wish it was like this for everybody. 4 tires going to be going on the car. Fuel as well for the 24. Jackman going around. Going to jack it back up. All 4 on. Down and away goes the 24. And 15. Actually, no, that's not going to be his stop. He's actually not showing up right now on the pit stop monitor. Womp, womp, womp. Oh yeah, they're the first ones down pit road, and it seems like people are going to be biting now. Bray and Wiley down pit road now as well. And here comes the leader, Alex Tilley. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, it's about a 0.4 fall off over the course of about 25 laps. So we're going to use this little equation here, 0.40 divided by 25. So if we're falling off 0.4 over the course of 25 laps, we're maybe falling off about maybe a 1/10 a lap. No, not a 1/10 a lap. Maybe about a 1/5 of a 1/10 a lap. So if you're a 1/5 of a 1/10 of a lap short, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to be very beneficial to you. I would say just take the advantage and short pit. And here come Cole. Here comes Ledger. Here comes Vaughn. Only a couple cars staying out. Paul Jr. stayed out long last time. Gonna see if he can make it work again this time around. And the only other person that stayed out is Eric Wolf, and I believe Eric might might be on fresher stuff than everybody else. Hardly. Ogden was actually on the fresher stuff right then. And, you know, it would have been actually, maybe it could have been smart for Ogden to stay out there, considering his situation. Doesn't have to really push as far as everybody else. It may have been a good idea for Ogden maybe to stay out there. 22 laps to go, only 2 cars on the lead lap. Wolf, I believe, might be pitting this time by. He's going really, really slow. Yep, stays out there. Oh, is that a caution? I think we have a caution. Yes, we do. The caution flag is out. We're going to get the cause of that taken care of real fast. We're looking for the cause of the caution, and I've found it. Looked like the 9 just got loose off the corner. Ooh, he rammed the 82. Just slid down and whacked him. Oh, and the 43 hit him too. Where was the 43? I lost him. Oh, Josh Cole. Spun out too with that hit. Did he have a big hit in the wall? I couldn't tell. So close to avoiding that. Oh, just a little tap. And uh-oh. Uh-oh, we hit the wrong button. We will fix that real quick. There we go. Problemo solved. Alright, so there are 2 lucky guys, luckiest guys in the state of Tennessee right now. Paul Jr. and Eric Wolf. Guess what? They are going to be on fresher tires than everybody else, and they're going to restart first and second. I'm going to restart the SDK really fast. It done goofed. It done goofed. Bear with us for 10 seconds. Getting it back up. Apparently it wants to say that the race is over even though it's not. Alright, anyway. Junior and Wolf, they're going to be about, I'd say at least a couple laps better. I'd say 3-4 laps better. Not sure why Wolf is so slow right now. Is he out of gas? I think he's out of gas. He better get down pit road quick. I think he was probably planning to pit that next time by, and he is struggling to get down to his box. He's in his box now, so thank goodness for him, he'll be able to get that car serviced. So Tilly, who, you know, you thought maybe had it in the bag. Unless a caution comes out, maybe not too sure about that. A lot of cars going to be heading down pit road. A little bit of confusion going on right now, but while that gets sorted out, we'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. bear with us for just a moment. SDK crashed. We're gonna get that brought back up in just a moment. So there's gonna be about a 2-second delay. SDK crashed. We gotta reboot it in a very odd way. So just give us a moment. We'll be right back. All right. We are just relaunching it real fast, and we'll be back in there right before it goes green. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a mechanical red flag. We'll call it that. We'll call it that. That's our that's our saying for it today. All right. We are booted back up, and we are going to be back. Here we go. There we go. We are back. It's going to sort itself out all up in just a second. Going to be 19 laps to go. And everyone's going to be getting their wave around. And look out for Eric Wolf and Paul Jr. They are going to be the guys to beat. And if this stays caution-free, I think unless they wreck each other, one of these guys is going to come out with the win. That is the one thing that stinks about the green flag pit stops. Pitting like that, you're guaranteed to lose a lap at this track with a tire pit stop. It's just that's how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes, I suppose. You're spending in 15 seconds in box. I mean, a little less than that, but and you gotta get down to speed, back up to speed. You can't get back in the race until you're on turn 2, and then crawling down the pit lane. I mean, you lose a good amount of time pitting at this track. All right, well, the only negative I see for the 42 and the 2 here is the fact that they are on new tires, these things take a little bit to warm up. So they should be warming up while they're pacing. If you're Ogden or Tilly, you got to push it immediately. You got to get going. It's mostly going to be a single file restart here, as everyone had to get a wave around. Back to green they go. Eric Wolf, great restart. And the benefit for him is he's going to have 2 lap cars between himself and Paul Jr. And more lap cars, at least between him and Ogden. So they're going to have quite a buffer against these cars that have new tires. And Eric Wolf, I mean, he's going to be riding off into the sunset, laughing his happy butt all the way to the bank if he manages to win this one and get this one out here on a caution. Just on a long fuel strategy and laps the whole field almost. 16 to go this time by. Ogden still trapped way far back there. Paul Jr. as well. Still even farther back than Ogden. And it's just, you have so many lap cars in between. You know, the car we're on right now is the 17. Look how many cars are between him and first. It's not what they want. And any hopes that they had, you know, even with a normal restart were bad. But, you know, coming into like this, it is definitely not what they wanted. And pretty much, Eric, all he has to do is just run, you know, 14 more clean laps, and he's got the win in the bag. 14 to go this time around. You know, when you think about it, it's just 7 minutes that you need. 7 minutes of clean racing. 14 times around the track, 28 turns. You could say it's 2 turns or 4 turns, that's whatever. Eric Wolf, man, he is a happy camper right now. Not if you're Alex Tilley, though. Ian Ogden, though, I mean, he got up to 3rd. Doing great. And I'll tell you, good pacer up here, too, after getting that wreck. 8th place right now. Man, if he gets out here with a top 10, I bet he'll be smiling. Highest mover so far, up 15 spots. Looking good. But, you know, someone looking to challenge him on that is Andrew Allen. But he is quite the distance behind. It's tied for 14 right now, so if he does manage to get around good pacer, he will get himself up to where he needs to be, although he is a lap down. So if a caution does come out, he will be able to challenge him for that. And yeah, only 9 cars on the lead lap. $11 to go around this time. Couple cars side by side. Good pacer trying to hold on from John Ledger. Gonna get drove right on by, it looks like. Still managing to hold on though, but I think and John's is faster. John was up there a little bit ago, got near the lead. Ran a good run for him today. Paul Jr. still managing the lap. Oh man, he nearly got whacked by Ian Ogden, and they both have cleared those lap cars. Now we're going to put up the tower just for a moment. Last lap times. Wolf, second fastest car on track. Of the top 3. Ogden, though, knocking him out by 0.2 a lap. Now Junior also knocking him out by 1/10. With the gap being the way it is, you know, I bet Eric was saving a little bit too. You know, he wasn't the fastest guy all day long. Neither was Paul. But he would have loved to hang on for the win. 8 laps to go this time, and it looks like the 42 and the 21 are running him down. So, not sure if he has the pace to get around. You know, got a blessing with how far he got to go ahead. I'm just not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to this. From the 42. Down now to just 4.5 with 7 to go. Oh, the 42 around, and that is going to take out Ian Ogden. Caution is out, and the 43 gets taken out there as well. Oh, boy. I didn't realize that the 21 dove it in there like that. He dove it in hard. And it got up on the apron a little bit. They were rubbing, and he just got loose, hooked into the wall, and the 43 just had nowhere to go. And with that, look who's back in contention, the 17. Now, what do you do? Do you pit or do you not pit? We're going to be getting back to green with 2 to go. It's going to be a green-white checker. So, most of these guys, if you're in the front, I mean, you got to stay out. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. The benefit just isn't enough. If you're near the rear, it makes sense. Maybe you'll get lucky and get a couple laps. You know, use up all the green-white checkers. Going to be 6th on back. That will pit. And Jesse Vaughn in his Toyota going to be the lucky dog. And he's going to pit as well. The bad thing for him is he's going to be at the rear of the field, so not in a good position there. But as long as they get the first 2 laps done and get them out of the way quickly, and we don't have another green-white checkered, I think everything will be okay. All right, chat. Who do you got? You got Wolf? You got Tilly? Maybe you got someone different. Maybe you got Stroney? Maybe you got Ogden? Sammy Thomas? Or maybe you got one of those new tire guys back there. Lap cars are going to come down pit road. We should get 2 to green this time by. 4 to go. And it will be a green-white checkered. I think it's going to be a natural green-white checkered, so it's not going to count towards what we already have. So Jesse, the lap car, lucky dog, gonna come down. Bolt 4 on it. Get back going. All right. Going to be 1 to green this time by. Eric Wolf trying to hold on for the win. Will Alex Tilley be able to get it back? Or what about even Travis? What about Travis? Started second. He was a lap down at one point, made his way back up to third. It's going to be a banger. Or 2 laps to go. Eric Wolf, I mean, he's in the enviable position, I would say. He has better tires than Tilly. I don't know if he is faster in terms of raw pace, but, you know, hopefully for him, 2 laps, an advantage on the restart will be enough. Pace car going to come in this time around. Can Eric Wolf get the win? Down pit road he comes this time. 2 to go. Eric Wolf controlling the restart. Green flag back, and did not get a good restart in comparison to the 17. Barely clears him, but the 17 is going to be forced to go on the high side. He is going to clear, and the 17 might want to come down right now. Eric Wolf leads into the back straightaway with just a couple of laps to go. 2 to go. Tilly looking underneath Eric Wolf, trying to get his dominant lead back. White flag, 1 lap to go. 1 car on the wall, it's Ogden, but it will stay green. The 2 and the 17 get hooked, and there's a big crash down the front straightaway. So many cars taken out. Oh my goodness. And Travis is going to go and win the race. So many cars getting wrecked. Jesse Vaughn, who restarted from the Lucky Dog spot, is going to finish in second. And Josh Ledger riding the wall right now in third. Tilly gets it pointed forward from that wreck, and he's going to finish with a broke wheel in fifth. But Travis is going to win the race. Wow. All right, we gotta look at that. What happened there? All right, we're gonna slow her down a bit. All right, here we go. So Ogden had his own issue. We'll look at that in just a second. I don't know if the 14 came up or the 2 came down, but it tapped him just a little bit, and they both go flying into the wall. I'm gonna see if I can get a better angle of this. Yeah, that should work out pretty well. We're gonna try to reference this line, so try to look at the yellow line here. Maybe not. You know what? There is one reliable cam that I've used for a long time, the chopper. Gonna rewind it just a little bit so we can keep it straight. All right, let's see. Stroney on the yellow line right there. Came up a little bit, just hooked them. And sends them both flying. And, oh yeah, 99. There was multiple wrecks that happened. The 99 got loose. Took the 88 along with, and in the last lap, everyone's on a sprint. Just everybody getting caught up in it. And then there was another wreck up here. Ooh, yeah, they came down and just got caught up. Man, that was the ultra big one, I will tell you that much. Here's one more look at it as they go in the one for the final time. Oh man, he just got T-boned by the 92 and then 24. Oh my goodness. That may be the biggest wreck you'll ever see at a cookie cutter. And 92 wrecks again. Man, what a finish. And Travis rides off into the sunset with maybe a questionable win, but a win nonetheless. All right. Well, he's going to be burning it down. And, maybe, yeah, I don't think Eric's or Tilly's going to be too happy about that one. You could say that it almost looked like Brian Vickers at Talladega back in the day. Back in the day, I mean, we're talking 2007. Oh, my goodness. Or somewhere around that time. 2005, 2007, something like that. He's going to do some donuts in his Caterpillar Chevrolet. Still had a good run, though. You know, he was a lap down at one point. Made his way back onto the lead lap. That was one of the biggest wrecks I've ever seen at Nashville. I'll tell you that much. Here's the final results. It's going to be Stroney, Vaughn, Ledger, Silly, Praveet. That is going to be Dominic, Thomas Ogden, Good Pacer, Wolf, Junior, Frey, Miller, Johnson, Josh Praveet, Allen, Cole, Wiley, Mayberry, Pugliese, Lawrence, Stevens, Cardiff, Fennel, Genzakowski, or Gencheski, I don't know, something like that, Garrett, and Gray. That was a good first time with the Impact Racing League. We're going to be with them the rest of their season, hopefully. And, that was a good time. Join halfway through the season. Well, we'll be back next week, either Friday or Saturday. Most likely again Saturday for their next race. It is going to be... Oh, where is it going to be? We're going to look at the schedule. I am blind. It is going to be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm going to have to ask if that's going to be... I believe that's going to be New Atlanta. So, and New Atlanta, that one always puts on some... shows right there. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. And we'll be back on Monday for Relentless Racing Xfinity. New Atlanta, yes. Thank you for the chat, Deprev39. And, hope everyone enjoyed. Nice to be taking over at this league. Good night, everybody. This is Southern Broadcast Race Network. We will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.